Okay, we are on air. Hello, guys. Welcome to the weekly report and the live TV. My name is Luke Fuller, and I'm the host and company president of the LFT channel and the weekly report. Today, we have some very trendy news in our society right now. For instance, many of the rich people in the big economies, like the big stock companies, are making a safe investment in cryptocurrencies. They say cryptocurrencies will be the future of modern currency. During a time like this, they can use other strategies in different currency to dominate the field of the stock market. It seems during a time like this, from my perspective, investors have to get new safe haven assets that have existed for several thousands of years, like gold, silver, alkali metals. They have all existed in the past throughout history, and they will probably obtain some value during a time like this in a quarantined world. So that's the main headline. This cryptocurrency and different safe haven assets could be used during this time of trouble and quarantine, while the rest of the world is quarantined. I mean, it's a thing. So investors are starting to use more rare earth metal materials and resources so they can boost their stance in the economy during a time like this, because other companies are losing dollars, thousands of dollars, and they do not have the support and viability to stand strong in the stock market. But these safe investors do. They have the ability to be in a rough spot in society. They manage to have a good shot at putting in and finding different resources that can benefit their company and stock. So our next thing is so new secure investments are being used for putting gold in. Gold is mainly, it was destroyed around the time, it became valueless around the time of Nixon. He stopped the trade and conversion of dollars into gold, and this was in the 1970s. So Nixon stopped that for a while, but that stopped for a while. But in a crisis like this, investors have to find new ways to surf the rough waves of our time. So they're going to the gold side of the perspective. They're going to the gold side. And from my analytical perspective, we are pretty much going back in the pre-Nixon age. We are going back to where American dollars were convertible to gold. This could be the next year of our country. Like, dollars could eventually become worthless. All money that's paper could become worthless. We could use digital currency will become the big thing. I'm not talking about credit cards, debit cards, Visas. I'm talking about online encrypted currency. That could be the future. Gold, encrypted currency, and all that could be the full future of the economy. Eventually, we might buy gold and silver in the stock market. One day I might have to invest in 1,016 pounds of gold, which is $10,160 in US dollars in our future. So because of this disease, that's the good thing about this disease, because we could have a new future in the economy that could benefit investors who put in all the work and time to become advanced, strategical, and other traits to dominate the economy. And that's a lot of the news I have today, my friends and fellow viewers, because our society right now is very crumbling. Coronavirus is affecting many parts of the world, and that's pretty much the only news that's available. It's very hard to find new news and articles to look at, except the economy and other strides. We know that a lot of these pharmaceutical companies have been doing good for a while, but they've managed to have their downfall during this time. But yesterday on the Wall Street, there was a boost. There was a boost in the stock market. And this hadn't happened since 1933, when the Great Depression ended and when FDR put in the New Deal. So that's when this year, at that time, yesterday, Trump put in a New Deal that would basically help the economy boost, and the people will get the more resources so they can become investors themselves and boost up the economy rather than corporations owning all the materials and all the resources. He's giving it to the people. That's what Franklin D. Roosevelt did. He secured the people. He did what was the best for the people's need. And that's what Trump's doing right now. He's fixing our economy in a very tough spot, and he's doing this for a reason. He's doing this to benefit our society in a time like this, when corporations do not help the people and do not help the well-need of everyone. And that's what the Constitution and everything else written in America says. That's Trump's thing, and that's his message to everyone. This is what he has spoken, and this is what his plan is. And we know it's good because it will impact the world. We know it's good that he'll do it. And we know the economy will boost. It will boost in the future because Trump's putting out new deals, new economic stuff. I mean, I watched Fox News and Newsweek yesterday, and it showed that he did very well at putting out this new deal. I forgot what the name was, but the deal is giving more resources to the people, giving to what the people need to become well-ventured capitalists themselves, to privately invest, put in all their money so they can maybe boost, and more of the corporations would give their money to them. They would give it to the investors who invest in the corporations. So the feds won't have to keep all the money for themselves. The people, the investors, the capitalists, the populace, they'll all get the money they need. The populist, capitalist, people, they'll all get what they need. The Federation and corporations will not get what they need all the time at one moment. They will not have millions of dollars and billions of dollars in their pockets every day. The people, the investors, the capitalists, populists, they'll all have everything they need. And the socialists won't be able to hold all the money in their hands. They have to give the money to the actual investors who put in their time and effort to invest, look at new ideas, expand their creativity, to maybe find a good company that they would use that money from them, get all the shares that they put in shares. Look, they put in shares first. They get about 3 shares of maybe one of the companies available, like Amazon, Apple, IBM, FedEx. They'll get about 8 shares to 10 shares if they're moderate, and then maybe about 60 to 100 shares if they're professional investors. And then that money would be built up. More money would be increased for the investor. The investor would get the benefit. That's what Trump's doing. He's trying to help the investor. He's trying to help the capitalists. He's trying to help the populace. He's not going to let the socialist bank of Nazis control everyone. The whole bank that's going around, it's a pile, it's a distress, it's just a ball pit of Nazism and communism. It's a whole ball pit that's affecting the world the way it is. And Trump is giving the money to all the people who need it and need, and this is his plan. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I believe we have some new news coming up on our investment at the stock hour. Thank you guys for tuning into the weekly report. We appreciate your support. Please subscribe to our channel and our live feed, and we hope to see you next week in Well Deed. See you next week, and see you on the weekly report.